America. So good morning, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Helena Nat. I'm the Executive Director with the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce. And today is a very informative and important webinar to get the information into your hands to help you grow your business. Manly Lynn is the Economic Development Specialist for the SBA Metro New York District Office. We are so, on behalf of the Greater New York Chamber, we are so appreciative of the partnership that we have with the SBA to provide this information. They are on the forefront for a government agency to make sure that they communicate all the programs that they have to offer to an organization like the Greater New York Chamber, that I can turn it around, blast it out to you for you to get onto this webinar. And not only that, for us to have it on Chamber TV for everyone to see. So marketing to the government agencies, there's a lot of information, there's a lot of opportunity. So I'm going to turn it over to Manly Lynn. Manly, we so, like I always am so appreciative of what you do, our partnership. And you know what, I think you get, and it's I think people hear it in my voice, how important it is that you guys provide this information. No disrespect to the other, local, city, state, federal agencies, because they're, but the SBA is out there. They are small business friendly. They want to get you information for you to run and keep your business going. So Manly Lynn, thank you for doing this. And we will have it, the chat is open. Put your questions in the chat. We will get to them after her presentation because she has a lot of information there and that she might answer it during the presentation. So thank you so much, Manly. Take it away.
Thank you, Helena. Greater New York Chamber of Commerce for the opportunities. Today, I'm going to talk about marketing to the government agency. You can see my email here, email address if you need to contact me or want to be on my mailing list to get my invitation for my events. Okay, so first question, is your business ready? Okay, ready for the government contracts? We will go to the detail. A lot of work to do, many opportunities, but also you need to, invest the time, energy, and to get your first government contract. Okay, so do you know, does the government buy what you sell? Okay, we will go to the detail. Do you have the experience? For example, you have to show you are strong enough. You have cash, inventory, and working capital. And are you capable to fulfill the contracts? So you have to know when you see the solicitation, you have to really know the details. Maybe, some jobs that you have to wait for a while when you are ready, or they need customized that you cannot, fulfill that, contract. And do you know where to find the contracting opportunities? Okay, today we will all cover about that. So very important that you have to show you're financially can support federal contract, because nobody will give you the funds, the funding in advance. Okay, so you have to show them you're financially strong, healthy enough to complete the work. So, and also characters, do you demonstrate strengths of characters? That's what they are looking for. And cash flow, collateral, okay? And also, do you have a capitalizations plus liquid holding and earning? All of those have to show them that you have enough, power or strength to complete the work. So I have 3 webinars actually on government contract. The first one is doing business with the government. That's like A to Z, okay? generally cover everything. And then the second one is today, how to do the marketing to the government agency. Because a lot of business, they really work hard, they are certified, and then came to me, they say, no, I already certified for 5 years, but I never get any contract. So usually I ask them, do you do the marketing to the agency? They say, oh, we didn't know that we have to do that. We thought they would contact us. No, actually, government contract is very competitive. And you need to spend a lot of time to build good relationship with those agencies that need your product and services, because they don't know you are existing. They don't know you can solve the problem for them. You can help them to reach their goal and mission, right? So you need to do the marketing. So today I will focus on this one. And then third one will be certification for city, state, and federal government. Certification, some business ask me, say, can I get a contract if I don't certify? Answer is yes, but you have to compete with everybody, even the huge business, right? But if you certified, you only compete with the business in the same category as yours, okay? I will mention that in one of the slides, what kind of certification can help you. I also will mention for city and state certification, because for federal government contract, they hope that you already have experience working with other government agencies before. And local government have a lot of contract. So I encourage you, try to pursue all of them, okay? And certify everywhere. Even some, huge business, actually, they have diversity, projects and programs. So you should certify it everywhere. So if you want to get my webinars scheduled, please shoot me an email. So the first slide I just want to show you, okay? I think your next code. So here, just to show you, 20%, okay? What government buys actually is everything, not just product, also services. So 20% from professional services, attorney, accountant, IT, marketing, all the financial specialties, okay, they need your services. And then 27% from construction. We know construction, they have a lot of, because huge projects, okay? And 18% is manufacturing. So of course, they will buy from the manufacturing directly, but also retails, even go to Amazon. Right now, they even go to Amazon to find a product or services. And 13% is administration support. Okay, so you can see that you must be one of this category. On the left side, this is just give you something, because a lot of business, they came to my events, they say, can you just tell us what government buy? They buy everything, okay? Yeah. So for certification, okay, you can see here, up to fiscal year 2021, because for federal government, we have a set aside program, means have percentage, all the federal government agency, they have certain percentage have to sell, to buy from those business. Small business, 23%. All the dollar amount, okay, of their purchase, more than 23% have to buy from small business. 5% have to buy from women-owned small business. And 5% for small disadvantaged business. But good news is in 2022, raised up to 12%. And this year, I think it's 13%. And the president already announced in the next year, okay, 2025 will go up to even higher, 15%. And the small disabled, the service disabled veterans have 3% set aside. And HubZone is a historically underutilized business zone. So you can see all others are already reached their goal except HubZone. So I really encourage you. HubZone is the only goal that federal government never reached for 3%. And it's the easiest one to certify. So today I'm not going to talk about certification, but I encourage you, okay, learn about that. Come to my other webinars about certification. HubZone is the easiest one to certify. Okay. So basic requirement have 5 steps. Okay. First one, you should get registration and your ID numbers. In the ancient time, okay, in the past, you have to get DUNS number, but now you don't need to. So we have in the SAM, SAM.gov. The most important website you should go to is SAM.gov. It's combined all the government contract acquisitions, all the website. Before you have to go individually. Now you just go to SAM.gov. And they were, you register, and they were assigned you a unique entity identity. We call UEI, okay, will assign you a 12 character alphabet numeric number, that's UEI number. So all the communication with government agency, you need that. And then you need to know your next code. On your tax return, there is a primary next code, but also most of the business, if you sell different products or provide different services, you should have more than one next code. Okay, so try to find the correct next code for your business, because when you enter in a database, computer will do the automatic match. Okay, so sometimes they can find you easier. So that's very important. The second one, you have to meet small business size standards. Normally, business owner want to say they are huge, big business, right? But for the government contract, it's opposite. A lot of big business, they want to pretend they are small business, because I just mentioned 23% of the purchase have to buy from small business. So SBA especially will want to protect small business. We want to help small business, make sure small business get the big pie, part of the big pie, $500 billion, right? So you have to be a small business. So the definition of small business, if you are in the manufacturing business industry, if you have fewer than 500 employees, you are a small business. For non-manufacturing business, depends on your average annual income. Generally speaking, is less than $7.5 million, but depends on your next code. Like construction company, there are so different types of construction company. The highest one can go up to $34.3 million, the average annual income, and still is a small business. Okay, so please go to the website here, 2 websites here, to make sure that you are a small business. Okay, and we have an office can help you if you have some questions. Number 3, you register with SAM.gov. Okay, I mentioned that there's a system for award management. So SAM is a database. Okay, you have to be in that database. Otherwise, government cannot buy from you. So the first things you should do is register your business on SAM. Okay, so certify that your business is eligible for contracts. So it's like a resume for your business. So these are all the information should be accurate and appealing. So you can just go to the database And you can see, maybe check your competitors, what their information put there. Then you can decide what would be your outstanding information you want to provide there. Okay. So after you register, you will get a cage number, okay, cage code that for the future communication, you need that. So a lot of special terms that actually you have to learn, okay, when you pursue the government contract. So in SAM, actually, you will go to the dynamic small business search automatically, okay, when you go to the SAM, then you upload your business information, okay. And number 4, you have to maintain compliance. So of course, you work with government, so you have to comply with all the laws and the regulations, acquisition regulations. So some parts, actually later I will show you, you should go to, okay, we call FAR, F-A-R, Federal Acquisition Regulation, to learn different kinds of procurement way. Number 5 is cybersecurity requirements, especially Department of Defense. Okay, they request that you should have this, the cybersecurity maturity model certification. But good things, actually, you can sign up their project spectrums, learn about what you need to get certified. So I think, especially now, government want to protect all the database. So you should prepare for the requirement, okay? There are some myths in the past. A lot of business, they don't want to pursue the government contract, or they dare not, because they think it's so complicated. And also maybe you finish your work and you didn't get the pay, okay? For local government, actually, I discussed with them. It's true, sometimes, if the funding ended, they maybe cannot pay the, they're supposed to pay you. But for federal level, you don't have to worry about that, because by law, federal agency have to pay you within 30 days of invoicing. So you should just have a good accountant or bookkeeping system, that after you finish the work, that you should send out your invoices. Okay, and it's not right now. I mentioned we have set aside program and also a lot of assistance actually for small business. So the first thing I would like to ask you to do today, maybe tomorrow, weekend. So you should prepare 3 marketing tools, because today we are talking about, marketing to the government agency. So the first one is elevator pitch, because you need to attend a lot of events. For example, if you know that SBA have contract for you or opportunities for you, you want to build up a good relationship with our office, right? So how do you know us, or how do you let us to know you? Is you have to participate in a lot of events that we hold. So because trust, okay, and there is a saying, say they never give a contract to somebody they never met. Okay, so very important. So when you meet our staff, my colleagues, or the procurement officer, the one is purchaser, that's of course that's more important. So you need to prepare what you should say, okay, elevator pitch. Later we will talk about that. And then second one, this is a must. You need to prepare 1-page capability statement, okay? Capability statement, of course, there is no form, okay? It's not a form. There is no certain format. There is general capability statement that you can send to everybody, okay? Or target some of the agency, you know that actually they have some projects for you, okay, or source of sort capability statement. So I would talk about that later. That's very specific. You tell the agency what you can do. So the capability statements, if you Google, okay, capability statement, there are a lot of templates, but I put it here, one, okay. I also will show you two examples that I feel that's very good. Then full capability presentation. Normally, before they make the final decision, who would, the agency will buy from, they will invite maybe a few, okay, 5 or 3 to 5 business to make the full capability presentation. So if you are one of them, okay, you need to prepare, okay? First, you have to know the audience, who they are, okay? And of course, you have to learn about that agency. What's their mission? What's their goal? Who are their clients? What the communities they serve, okay? So you need to help them to meet their goal, okay? And also, you have to know if they have the percentage for the set aside. Maybe some of, depends on the time. Later, we will talk about that. Quarter 2 or 3, you should know about, if they will have any contracts. For example, you are a women-owned business, that they were just, designated to women-owned business or disadvantaged business, okay? So you have to know that agency's situation, okay? And then focused and brief, okay? When you make your presentation, there's no time to tell the whole story, okay? So focus on what you can help them. If you have certification, you are helping them. If you can sell them the best product and services with the reasonable price, you are helping them, okay? And also, the most difficult things is stand out from the crowd, because everybody actually is good, okay? They all have their specialty. They want to get attention, or get approval from those procurement, officers. So how can you stand out from the crowd? There are different ways. So have to be really, you can speak loud, okay, about your strengths. Later we will talk about that. But please prepare the capability statement. What you should include in your capability statement, I list here, okay? And I will show you two examples. Normally we say 1 page of the capability statement, but this is a female veterans engineering company. They are very smart. They still put a 1 page, but have 4 sides, okay? So can have a capability statement, and they have photos of the project they already did, okay? And they also have 1 size actually for the testimonial from those agency. So this is a perfect one, okay? The other one is a lady, she is a marketing company. She got several government agencies procurement opportunity during the pandemic, because when the pandemic started, most of the agency want to deliver the information to the community, say, hey, we have these programs can help you, right? But there is that time, not too many people can hold the online event, like, webinars for the agency. So she hired 1 person. She didn't know how to, manage those events. So she hired somebody to do that. And then later she learned more and more. So she can hold a different kinds of events for the government agency. So this is I want to share with you. make something that you can get attention, but most important things is show that you can help the agency. So this is slide, a few slides actually. I include other agencies and information because you are not bidding for SBA's contract only, it's all the government agency. So there is one agency called GSA, General Services Administration. They actually, they manage actually, all the federal government's property. For example, they sell, they rent out the property, and also they hire the security, they hire the cleaning company. So I encourage you that you should go to gsa.gov to be on their schedule. Usually we say GSA schedule. It's like I talk about SAM have the database. So they have a database too. And that's the one that all the government agency will go there too. Okay, so step one, you have to learn about government contracting. So, I congratulate you that today you come to this webinar to learn. So you have to invest time, okay, to research the competition and understand the process. And you have to come up your strategy, marketing strategy. Later, I will share with you the ways that you can sell to government and how to access contract opportunities and conduct market research. I will talk about that. And then step two is you compete for a contract. Okay, now you find the opportunity, right? Before that, you need to register your business, you certify a small business or any others I will mention to you, certification, become a schedule holder. Okay, that's GSA's term. Okay, and market your business. Okay, you have to do the marketing. This is what I want to emphasize and share their information with you too. Then you research solicitation, respond to solicitation, and then compete actually. Maybe you can negotiate and then get award. There are different kind of solicitation I will share with you. Then after you get a contract, you have to manage your contract, okay? Because if you do a good job of on your first contract, then I think in the future you build up your reputation, and then we will share the information with each other. So actually it will be good for your future. So what is a successful marketing strategy? Okay, so your companies, you have to understand your business value position. So for example, what you can do to help solve that agency's problem. So this is not one answer to fit all. You have to see each agency, what they do for the community, okay, for their clients. Then you can find they post that they want to buy something because they need to solve a problem, right? Or they need something to improve themselves. So what value your product or service bring to the customers? They are your customers, right? So what you can bring to them, okay? So you can ask the question like, what does your organization do, okay? Who is the government has a requirement for your product or services? Not everyone know all the government agencies. So do you know that actually you don't have to go to Washington, D.C., right, for the federal government contract? For example, like in New York, there are more than 100 government agencies in New York City. Okay, so you can just go to the local government agency. Later, I will explain that because we have a micro purchase, okay? And then you can, of course, bid with the nationwide projects. So you have to know which agency will need your product and services and let them know about you, okay? How does your company help the government meet its goal and objectives? I mean that not just by the product or services. Also, if you're certified, for anything that actually they have to set aside for that helping them. Okay. So after understand your value position, you have to put that in your capability. So you can evaluate why the agency would buy your product or services, not your competitor. So you have to learn about your competitors too. So later have information to show you. You can find all those business that government bought something from them before. So actually who you will compete in the future. Okay, similar. So get information on the agency's budget because government have budget. So if the price is too high, actually even they need your product or services, they cannot buy from you. And look at their mission and goals. That's very important. Okay. Because you have to convince them that actually, you can help them, right? So look at the GAO report. Okay, I have one here. There's government accountability offices. Okay. Get agencies organization chart. So why do you need that? You have to find out who is the one make decision, who is the one really just purchase. Okay, the procurement officer. Okay, so they have a different and a user. Okay, the end users. So they're all different. So you should figure it out. That's why I say you have to participate in the event to know the step, okay, in that agency, and also develop a call plan, marketing plan, including call plan. We will talk about that later. Then maximize your company's web presence. I think, of course, everybody have website now, okay? And recently, I just discussed with a procurement officer. She said, like, very important, she directly go to businesses' website. So she suggests, actually, I think that's a good suggestion. She said most of the business, they didn't think about customers, including government agency. So if on your website, you have an icon, okay, you have an icon that government agency can get in there directly, talk to those agencies. I think most of the business, they didn't do that yet. So please do that, okay? Just one category is for government, okay? Then you can emphasize why they should buy from you, okay? So I put it here, that's for, they say, actually you can use the GSA logos if you are on their schedule, okay? So make sure your company do the following. Number one, you target the size and scope of agency opportunities to be pursued within the next 12 to 24 months, 1 to 2 years. You see, you have to prepare, okay, really in advance. And then you should construct, you should have a database to track federal opportunities. I think most of the business maybe have that, but some maybe haven't done that. Okay, just different categories, and also all the information, contact information, and the records, how often you contact them. You need to follow up after you participate the agency's event, and then regularly follow up. So now I think business can use AI to schedule the marketing schedule for you. So they can even schedule daily, okay? Every day your marketing activities schedule for you. So please use that, because I attended a lot of events, and then people, they took my business card, but they never follow up, okay? There's something missing. Then you should prepare, of course, your marketing materials, okay? Print, And also right now, online materials, okay? You can use GSA's logo, that's special that. But I saw if you have any certification, you should put on your signature. Okay? Contact the procurement, technical, and program manager personnel to build a relationship. Each agency, they have different people to deal with the procurement. Okay, so you have to find out that. And you attend the workshops to develop the presentation skills. I mentioned actually, when you attend those matchmaking events, usually hundreds, thousands of business there. So how can you get attention and let the procurement officer or representative there remember you? Okay, and you have to understand the purchase, the government's purchasing process to improve your preparation skills. And also you should look for Inspector General reports. Okay, so you can identify problems your company can solve. And the last one, okay, learn about the agency's budget and how much monies they have going into the various functional areas. Okay. So a lot of homework to do before you contact them. When an opportunity present, come to you, you should understand your organization's value, and you should let them know about that. Does your team unique solve the government's problem? Okay, uniquely means, not too many competition, or what you can do better than your competitors. Is it the right job for your business? Okay, not all the contracts are, some may be too big for you. If you haven't worked with any government agency yet, and do you really can fulfill that the contract request? Does your past performance give the customer confidence that you can do the jobs? So I mentioned that you can get local government's contract first, but if you don't have yet, you can put in your maybe the big customers, okay, commercial business customers, so it can show that your credibility and understand what risk involved. Okay, of course, there are some risk, depends on the agency's projects and how can you overcome or mitigate it. Okay, develop a metric and rank yourself against others who are bidding. So you have to know your strengths and weakness, okay, and how do you emphasize those strengths. So GSA, this is good information to share how to market your business. Sorry. Okay, first you should develop a marketing and sales plan. Okay, be part of your business plan, but this is focused to the government clients. So you should focus on your efforts to those target agencies. Number two, build your network. Okay, that need time, and you have to prepare before you go to those events. Number three, promote your strengths. Okay, so you should communicate with your, the three tools. Keep your web content current. That's why I say they will go to your website. So, so if your website, is not current, is not updated, that's not a good sign for them. Brand your business. Okay, here they say GSA. You can use their logos to show that you're on GSA schedule. And the last one, expand your customer base, okay? Especially if your business is IT, security, and law enforcement, you can sell to state and local governments through GSA's, collaboration with them. Make a marketing plan. We know that marketing takes time, money, and preparation, okay? And we know that everybody know how to write a plan, but important things is what's the action, okay? You set up a goal. What will be the action that you can reach your goal? And you should have the timeline for that too. But of course, the timeline you should be able to adjust, okay, according to the different situation. So marketing plan cover the following topics, okay? But of course, you can use whatever best for you, okay? I think a marketing action plan with all the timelines, with all those scheduled time to follow up with agency, that's very important. Because, for example, I hold an event. Okay, sometimes we are very busy. I don't have time to find somebody to print the flyer for me or buy some name cards, you know. And if somebody just call me, okay, then I will remember. Okay, so sometimes actually it happens. Okay. So prepare your marketing plan. You have to conduct market research. The next slide I will show you, there are 2 websites you can use, actually 3, and find your market niche, okay? So you have to understand your customers and competition. Okay? And then you have to know how to position your product or services. You emphasize what you can do for them, how you can solve their problem. And product value. Okay, so who use it and why it is needed. So consider the community, the clients there, the agencies served. Okay, research your market here. Know your competition. Okay, know the government spending. So here I give you 3 websites. Okay, to find opportunities. First one is same.gov. All the federal government agency, if they purchase something more than $25,000, they have to post on SAM. The second one is USA spending, is they list every penny that government spent. So you can find those agencies they bought from which business or these, okay? So you can find those business too. And then third one is forecast. The government actually have forecast plan. So you can find, maybe you're not ready now, but you can see maybe 1 year, 2 years later, actually they will need that. So you can have enough time to prepare well. Okay, so this is the first 3 websites you can find opportunities. And then the second place is micro purchase. So if any purchase less than $3,500, government does not have to post anywhere. Okay, like if I hold an event or I need to buy something for my office, as long as less than $3,500, we don't have to post anywhere. So very important. How can you find those opportunities? Okay, so that's why you have to, like I mentioned, okay, get the contact person or visit 26 Federal Plaza. There are more than 100 government agencies there. Try to figure out, participate their event to figure out who is the one be responsible for purchase, okay? And then the only requirement is we use the government credit card, so you will be able to accept the credit card. But now I think there's no problem. So this one not require competitive bids or quotes. Okay, so if you know that the procurement officer or purchaser, but usually, okay, depends on the certification. Some of them you don't have to compete with anybody else, or they know that your quality, the quality of the product or services is good and price is reasonable. The third one, okay, is to be a subcontractor. Okay, so by law, okay, if any prime contractor, they got contract more than $750,000 or $1.5 million for construction, they have to sub out. So please visit Subnet. You can find those prime contractors. They post what subcontractor they are looking for. I also added, I think this is very important, the directory for federal government prime contractor with the subcontracting plan. Okay, I just added this last night. So this federal procurement data system next generation. Okay, in there you can find those prime contractor. They have the list. So you can locate, find those contractors' website, and you can contact them to find out the requirement to be a subcontractor. So the federal procurement data system is very useful. You can find a lot of information here. So what data is in the directory? They have the name and location of the vendor, the agency's name, the product service code, and the next code, and the state, the business in, and contract number. So all the information there. So for federal government fiscal year is from October 1st to September 30th. So you can find the dates. Okay, this morning I checked. Actually, they list from 2003 up to 2100. Okay, so it actually covers those informations. You will be surprised, all those prime contractor there. Okay, 2100. Okay, that's you can see here. They have all the information that you can find them. This is more than 58,000 business there. 5 years they would delete those information. So this is the update information. You can contact them, especially some business contact me. They say they are looking for somebody in the same industry. They want to partner with that industry business to get government contract. That's an excellent idea. Government actually allows small business team up. Okay, so when you participate in an event, do not think those business in the same industry as yours are your competitors. You can turn the competition to the partnership, and you can team up to get a contract. Okay? So what makes a successful contractor? The government prefer to work with established, reliable business. A lot of business ask me, their startups, can they get a contract? It depends on your product and services. If they really need you, of course, they can buy from you, even you're a new business. Okay, and do you have the track record that actually your services you can complete on time and within budget? And is your reputation with your industry strong? So those things are the things that you should emphasize. Okay, and you have to take time to find opportunities and build up the good relation with them. So could take up to 2 years. Okay, most of the women-owned business, they say they spend more than usually more than 1 year to get their first contract. Okay? So I know some of the startups, they ask me, they say they only they are looking for the government customers. I told them, okay, that's not your business goal. Your business goal should be make profit, and then show the government you have ability that to do the work. Okay, it's not the main customers for you. Just want to work with government because nobody can guarantee you to get government contract. Okay, so you have to show you have enough cash flow. Okay, and also maintain a diverse list of private sector clients. Show them that you manage the business very well. You have a lot of good customers. Okay. So also, what's the successful vendors? They provide product or services that government can use, well established and have experience in their field, ready for large scale government contracting requests. Means some of the later I will show you that actually some of the contract they need you not just sell something you already made. They need you to modify, customize something for them. Okay. And do you have the necessary certifications for extra bidding points? Okay. Means if you have any, there's a plus. Okay. If you have any certification. So for the government, federal government, they don't know you're existing. If you never, participate or talk to them, okay? And they need to know that your product and services can help them cost effectively, okay? Because for government contract, usually, of course, we want to find the best quality. But if two businesses have the similar quality, we have to choose the low price one. Okay, so pricing is something that you need experience to make the good pricing strategy. Okay, and they need to know how to buy from you. They are looking for somebody who can work easily, help them to reach their goal. Okay, so develop with officials within three different, they have a different position, okay, and titles for different agency, maybe called small business specialists or program managers or contracting officers, okay? So do your homework on the agency, okay, about their mission and goals. That's very important, basic. When I attend an event, some business just walk up and ask me, say, what does SBA do? Okay, that is not a good opening for your business. Okay, you have to speak their language. So for every federal agency, they have a small business advocacy office, so you can contact them. Marketing tips, number one, identify your customers. Do not waste the time to those agencies that maybe never use your product or services. So you should research their requirement, okay, and learn federal regulation. And I interviewed more than 100 procurement officers. They give me forwards what they are looking for. They are looking for somebody can pleasantly toward this persistence. They told me to tell everyone, do not give up. Okay. Usually you won't get contract your first bidding. Okay. You need to learn how to improve, and then professional. When you contact them, okay, just write down what you want to tell them. Okay, don't spend too much time. It should be brief and focused and positive. Okay, they are looking for somebody to help them. It's not to they have to spend a lot of time to educate you or to help you. Okay, so positive. So one-on-one, okay, if you can present your capability statement to any of them, that's the best way. So get their contact information. Either the best way is you go to those matchmaking event. If you see any events have a procurement or matchmaking, you have to be there. Most of the government agency will be there to meet with business. Then you get their business card, right? So you should follow up. Later, I have more detail. You need to follow up with all the leads. So before you go to the matchmaking event, you should do the research, okay? They usually will have a list of those participate agency. So you should decide, because you have certain time, okay, limit. So you have to decide which agency you want to go to. And then review your marketing materials. You have to prepare all the materials, especially you should customize that to reflect your matches need. So and check your website. They would go to your website if you need to update or have certain information for the government agency. You should update that. So best practice, okay, I share with you. The best practice is your email address and your website had better to have your business name, okay? So because that, especially if you can show what kind of industry that you are in, that's the best one, okay? And practice your elevator pitch before you go there. So during the events, you should make a memorable impression, okay? So you should speak the buyer's language, okay? So what problem will you solve? Okay, you can ask those questions. I list here for you, okay? So you can learn. I think the second one, do you have any pending, RFP, RFQ, RFIs, those, do you have a database of preferred suppliers that my business could be added to? Are there any upcoming expiring contracts? Who is the person that I should follow up with? Okay. Do you have a vendor registration site or vendor approval system? And how do you prefer to be contacted? Okay. So those are the questions you can ask. And then because all the representative or procurement officer are different. Everyone is different. So after the event, send a thank you message and attach your capability statement. I know you usually bring a capability statement with you and give to them, but I think the best one is send them by email so they can have that handy, okay? And then if possible, request a follow-up meeting and also send a thank you note to others you met, not just to the procurement officer, even the business in your industry. Okay, now I want to spend some time. What are the difference between those pre-award notice solicitation? You heard I say, RFI, I just want to go to how, and here I write down how to respond to those, okay? So RFI, okay, is request for information, okay? You have to be familiar with those terms. So RFI actually is the agency. They want to get the written information about the capabilities of your many suppliers. So it's not just for you, okay? They send out a lot. The purpose actually, they want to develop, they want to know your situation and they can develop a strategy. They will build a database for upcoming contract competition, okay? So they want to find viable sources of goods and services to meet their requirement, okay? And so here I put so why should you reply to that? Okay, so here I list here, I don't have time to go there detail. I also have example here, so you can enlarge and read that. So the tips, okay, this is usually timing, okay. I think all the business should designate one person just deal with government agency, okay. When they send you a questions, they hope that you can reply right away. Okay, so that's very important. So the second one is source of salt. Okay, so they want to determine if there are two or more capable business or small business can perform the requirement of the claim contract. Okay, so especially set aside or they are looking for small business or they are looking for hubs or women or sometimes they will put in the solicitation, say this contract is this opportunity is only for women or hubs, okay? So they want to develop a strategy and build a database for upcoming. So why you should respond, okay? If you are small business, they want to get feedback from you. and the potential small business sources. Okay, so if small businesses don't reply, they maybe were open. They think no small business qualify or interested. They were open to everyone. So then you have to compete with everybody. Okay, and also this is the time you can ask any questions regarding the potential requirement. The second one is request for quote. Okay, so they want to get your price, cost, delivery, and related information from you. Okay, so this doesn't mean that we're get a contract agreement with the government. Okay, that's not a final yet. Here, for request for proposal. Okay, so this is serious. Okay, describe the agency is interested to buy something and explain how vendors should prepare and submit a proposal in response to their requirement. Okay, so you must know the separate sections because different depends on their solicitation item. Okay, I'm willing to research. Because this is a focus, you have to answer the really focus on what their question. So you must not only decide if this proposal preparation is worth your time and effort. Maybe that's not the best job for you to pursue. And you also must respond to exactly what the solicitation requests. Don't have even one word that extra is not related. Okay, so what's the difference between the request for proposal? Is usually for the complex project. Okay, and these projects often involve a significant level of customization or specialized expertise, and it's open-ended. Okay, so actually allowed you have the flexibility to showcase your creativity and innovation. Okay, and evaluation criteria is actually is outline specific evaluation criteria already. And they were process were emphasized the overall value proposition and taking into account both technical and cost factor. Okay, so both, and allowed negotiation. Okay, and maybe they will modify, revise the original proposal. And for the request for quotes is straightforward. The government agency already know exactly what they need. So if you don't you don't need to be customize anything for them. So they will just tell you exactly what they require, and and also the primary decision making criteria is the quoted price. So they value the price. They already tell you exactly what they want. They just want to know the price. That is the final, the key decision maker. Okay, so lower priced, responsive, and a responsible bidder that will win the contract. Okay, so I put it here two, because you don't just reply all the requests with the same information. So I put each of them, so need to learn about that to write. Also have a statement of qualification. Okay, I put one examples here. Okay, so to show your knowledge, skills, and ability. So government buyers are looking for high quality products, reliable suppliers, and fair prices. Okay, so if you can help them to reach their set aside goal, that actually of course is a plus. Okay, so call potential buyers within federal agency, network. Okay, a lot of business owners actually they let their employees make money for them, and they should go out to make connection with buyers, with other vendors, and potential partners. Get help with experts. I have the information for you that they can help you, and also use GSA and NAS look, I think that just announced by SBA that we will have something new for the multiple award schedule. And use direct mail or email. For telephone, it's good to follow up. But if you communicate with the contract itself, do not just use telephone. Okay. Target government field offices, so do not have to go to the DC unless it's a nationwide project. Otherwise, go to the local federal government agency. Be prepared to do business the way government does, okay? And also speak their languages. So when you when you see the solicitation, what you should do, okay? Different solicitation. And when you prefer your offer, I put it here. This is later, okay? So the last one, okay, know your market and research the budget and know where to get help. Take care of the basics. That means you have to show you're a good company. Register everywhere you can and develop personal relationship and start small, okay? So they are looking for quality small business, okay? You have to build up your reputation and use the technology too. So I mentioned I will explain this, okay? Federal government fiscal year is from October to September. So first quarter, you just raise awareness and build up the relationship. The main the main quarters is from January to June. Okay, that's most of the office they purchase. But the fourth quarter, if they have money left, actually the last minute opportunities you cannot miss. Okay, so I put here every quarter what you should do. So this is actually I use ChatGPT just to share with you. Now you can use ChatGPT, ask question and also ask them to schedule a marketing activities plan for you. Okay. So also here I share the information from FDIC, how to marketing to the government agency. Okay. You can read that by yourself. So this is good information. That's why I want to share with you. Okay. So want to tell you, if you need one-on-one counseling, please contact our resource partner, Small Business Development Center, SCORE, and the Women Business Center. So APEX, originally we call Procurement Technical Assistance Center. In New York, we have 3 offices. Actually, they're funded by Department of Defense. They help you with city, state, and federal government's contracting, certification, and opportunity. They also hold a lot of events, okay, for the procurement. So you must make appointment with them and at least subscribe on their mailing list, subscribe their information newsletter, okay? A lot to do. So if you need to contact me, please send me an email. And also you can request to be on my mailing list to get other events, other trainings information. So now we are open to the discussion.
Hi, that was amazing. Good information. Someone asked, everyone said, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is being recorded. It will be on Chamber TV. Manley, will you send me the deck?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll say, as long as you RSVP'd online and I have your email, and you didn't get it third party, then you'll get a copy of the deck or email me. Someone asked, you went through them, where can I find the agency's organization chart? You covered that. How can I tell if the government can use my services? You covered that.
The research, right.
Yeah. I'm just quickly doing it because we went over time and I know that you are very busy. Hold on. If anyone wants to join forces, that's good. Join forces is very important. Hold on, there was one.
My question in the Q&A said, do products and services
Yeah.
go to Mexico? The answer is yes, okay?
That's the one I was looking for. Perfect. I think you covered everything for the questions. And so, so everyone, thank you so much, Manly Lynn. This was so informative. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Manly or myself. And I know we ran over 15 minutes. We want to be respectful of everyone's time. So thank you everyone for joining us. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to either one. Manly, have a great weekend. Everyone have a great weekend and enjoy.
Thank you, everyone. See you next time. Thank you, Helena.
Thank you, Manly.